Girlies, it's Tammy. So I'm back at you with another video today, and today we will be doing a anti haul. So of course this has blown up all over YouTube. I have not done one, even though I wanted to do one for so long. I don't know why I didn't do one. I think it was just oversaturated, but it's calmed down a little bit now, so I think I can get my opinion out there. So let me just put a disclaimer out there like everyone else does. I'm not bashing any brands. These are just things that I personally will not be spending my hard-earned coin on. I will of course tell you the reasons why I'm not buying each product. Nothing against the brand, just that specific individual product that they have released I will not be buying. Okay, so I will also include some stuff that I will be buying because I don't want this whole video to just be negative, and there is quite a lot of stuff that I want to buy. I literally just scrolled through Trend Mood's Instagram and looked at the new stuff that's releasing, because of course she does, you know, kind of tell everyone about what's releasing. So I scrolled through and there was quite a lot of stuff I did want to get, but there was quite a lot of stuff that I didn't want to get and had no interest to me. Yeah, let's jump straight into it. So first I'm going to start with the stuff that I'm not going to buy. So first of all, I have on my list is the MAC X Nicki Minaj collection. Now they have done a MAC X Nicki Minaj before, and I did not buy that one either because it was way too light for my skin tone, and it's like a repeat of the same exact situation. However, this time she is coming out with 14, I believe, hold on, let me double check, 18 lipsticks, 2 signature lipsticks, and 6 glosses. I mean, are MAC trying to re-promote their whole lipstick line? There's literally no need for that much lipsticks just in one person's collection. This feels like, to me, MAC knows they're slipping on sales and everything else, because of course the indie market and the Instagram market has blown up over the last couple of years. I seriously feel like MAC know that they're slipping in sales, and hey look, Nicki Minaj wants to collab with us, let's throw as many products on there as we can and get our sales up. That's honestly how it feels, because you could have just done the 2 signature lipsticks by Nicki Minaj. Like, there was no need to throw on all of those other lipsticks. Plus it says there's only like 4 or 5, don't quote me, 4 or 5 new shades, and then the rest are re-promote shades. So they're shades you've already had out, but you want to re-promote them and get the sales in because it's got Nicki's name. That's basically what you're telling me. So that's a no on MAC's part. Like, they threw way too much products at this one collection. Now on Nicki's part, honestly girl, your 2 signature lippies are pasty AF. Like, one is a Barbie light pink that I'm pretty sure she released in her last collection, and then the next one is a even, I'm gonna insert the picture here so you guys can see, but the other one is an even lighter peachy pink. Like, you must know that you are a woman of color, Nicki, right? Like, you must know your fans are majority, I wouldn't say majority, but at least half of your fans are women of color. So why would you not do one light nude and then one darker nude? Like, I understand there's 18,000 more lipsticks, but your 2 signature lipsticks are pale AF. Like, you could have done one pale lipstick and one darker lipstick. That way we know you're trying to include everyone. No dark skin girl, not even myself, can use this lipstick without 10 layers of brown lip liner first, which I think is just unacceptable. Like, no. So if you are darker skinned, what you have to get from this collection is in MAC's regular schmegular packaging. Like, I'm not down for that. I really don't like this collection, and I will not be giving them my coins. Okay, so the next product I will not be buying is the Tarte Big Blush book. Now this is the book number 3, and out of all 3 books you've released, Tarte, none of them are women of color friendly. Yes, we can use probably 1 shade in the whole palette, but the rest of the shades are just so pasty. They will either come up ashy on me, or they just totally won't show up at all. I mean, at least half of the palette could be women of color friendly. It's a bit of a joke now, Tarte, because I have heard some women of color say they absolutely love your blushes, and then I see them put it on and I'm like, girl, where is the blush though? How are you gonna say you like it and we can't even see it on your skin tone? Let's be honest, blushes that I typically love do not work for pale skin because they need a lot of pigment, a lot of color to show up on my skin. So of course, pale skin do not want a lot of pigment, a lot of color on their cheeks. They want light flushes of color, and we need a lot of color to show up on our skin. So there's just no way that pale and dark people can use the same blush, and I don't know why people love kidding themselves into thinking everyone can use this blush. No, they can't. And for this to be your book number 3, like, at least one of them could have been for women of color, at least one. But it's either you think we're not going to spend the money on your product, you don't believe in the women of color community, makeup community enough to throw money into a palette for them. So instead you go with the safe option, do majority light blushes that will suit light skin tones with the odd 1 or 2 blushes that will go on dark skin. There's just so many products in this world that women of color have to make work, and how can I use this? Can I use, like for example, how would you feel if every single palette you bought you could only use 2 or 3 things out of it? Like, it's not a nice feeling, but there's nothing else to use. There's nothing else to use, especially blush palettes. They come with the most ashiest shades, every single brand I've come across, apart from Juvia's Place, which is a black owned brand. So it physically takes our own people standing up and making a brand for us to get blush shades that we need. It's a joke, to be honest. It's a joke, and I will not be buying that blush book. Whew, this stuff gets you heated, doesn't it? Okay, so next on my list I have KKW. I haven't written a product down. I think this one and the next one is the only brand I have not written products down, because I refuse to buy into the hype. I refuse to spend my money on someone's name. I couldn't care less if your name was Queen of England. I am not spending, what was it, $48 on half of a contour stick. Look, ma'am, stop it, please. And what's the new thing, the powder contour kit she's come out with, as if every other brand doesn't have a powder contour kit. Like, Makeup Rev has got one, and this is only £10, and it comes with double the amount of shades. Like, every single brand has a contour kit. Like, we do not need your $52 or is it $48? The new palette she's come out with. I can't see the price on the screenshot that I have, but it's like over $50, definitely over $50 for 4 powders. And then people try to sit on YouTube saying, oh well, if you break it down, that makes it like, no, we're not gonna break it down, because when I spend my money, are they gonna make me pay monthly? No, they're gonna make me pay all of the money at once. So please don't break it down for me. It's just ridiculous that really that contour kit should really be no more than $30. Like, I really want to meet the people that go out and spend their money on this. I really want, like, are you rich? You got money. Like, I really need to know, because I can't afford this. I really cannot afford this, especially when I know there's cheaper alternatives out there. If it's something so unique you cannot find it anywhere else, then I might consider spending the coin. Why would I, just because it has the name KKW on it? It's not happening, I'm sorry. And this same thing applies, I can't even talk. This same thing applies to Kylie's Cosmetics. I mean, she's coming out with so much stuff, and every single thing is overpriced, apart from those loose shimmering highlighter dusts. I believe they retail for like $14, which is very, very reasonable for her brand. Like, that is the only thing that I could possibly buy from Kylie Cosmetics. That's the only thing. But then again, shipping to the UK is a bit ridiculous. It doesn't sell anywhere else in the UK apart from her website, and then you'd have to pay customs on top of it. I'm just not here for it at all, so I'd rather not. Okay, so next we have the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. Now, this is another thing that I think you're paying for the name, because there's absolutely no reason why your palette should be over £50. Excuse me, Miss Huda. There is no reason why your palette should be over £50. Not even Urban Decay is £50. Urban Decay is £39. Like, and these are high-end brands that I listen. No. Rose Gold one, I didn't even buy that, because what's wrong with these brands and throwing on price tags that are just ridiculous, and they expect people to buy it? Like people have bills to pay, people need to eat, people have families, they have kids. Like, who has £50 to just throw on a palette? And if you do, be my friend, like, come throw £50 on a palette for me, please. And like I said, I am one of those people that even if I did have the money to spare, I just don't like the thought of being ripped off. And that's what this is. It's a rip-off. You know they made that palette for under £10. You know it, but they're selling it to you for 50. That's a joke. It's a joke, and I refuse. And the same goes for Natasha Denona. I mean, I don't even know if she's available in the UK. Maybe Beauty Bay might have her, because she's like mentioned everywhere. Who is buying these $129 palettes? Can we point them out, please? Because $129, that is ridiculous money for a palette, an eyeshadow palette. And she keeps coming out with more more palettes, which means she must be getting sales, right? Someone is buying this palette for $129, and I just need, if that's your friend buying it, I just need you to shake them and say, are you stupid? Do you know what you can do with that money? $129, I can't justify it. I simply cannot justify it. Even if I sat here and said, Tam, you've worked hard all your life, you struggled your whole life, you deserved it, I could not. My heart would not let me part with that amount of money. That is ridiculous. 100. Okay, so next we have the Too Faced Gold palette. So this one has me torn because my YouTube mom, Jacqueline, she kind of like previewed it. The swatches are on her arm, so usually anything that's, you know, got to do with Jackie, I am all over it. I am down for the cause. I'm about to buy it right now. But Makeup Rev have already done a golden bar, and it's full of shimmery, pigmented, amazing eyeshadows, and they came out with that maybe a year ago now, or just coming up to a year, I would say. So I think Too Faced are a bit too slow with this launch. It can't just be me thinking this. Like, I just feel like because I have the Makeup Revolution golden bar, I don't need the Too Faced chocolate bar. I mean, they're not chocolate bar, the gold bar. I mean, they're both full of shimmery eyeshadows. I think the Too Faced one has like 3 mattes maybe, but at the end of the day, I don't need to spend my money on that because I've already got the Makeup Rev one, and everyone that has the Makeup Rev one, they're gonna feel the same as me. Like, what is the point? And don't even get me started on that white chocolate palette that Too Faced was trying to bring out. Like, I hope they change that, like switch it up, because that was wow. Ash, and ash. Next on my list, I have the Pure Little Pony collection. Every time I see this collection, I'm a little bit confused. Little Pony connection, I'm fine with, we can deal with that. But paired with Pure, which is pretty expensive in terms of, you know, brands, what? It would make sense if Little Pony paired with a drugstore brand, because then it would give mums or dads the kind of motivation to buy it for their kids. Who is this collection meant to be for? That's what I'm confused. Is it for kids or is it for adults? But if it's for kids, then I really don't understand, because what parent is gonna go, sure hun, I'll buy you a 29, I think it's £29 or $29, I'll buy you a $29 palette. I mean, I'm sure as hell not buying my daughter no $29 palette for her to destroy. I mean, if it's a palette for kids, it's gonna get destroyed. That's what happens to kids' makeup. They stab things in it. They dip their finger in, like, it's gonna get destroyed. So that leads me to believe the collection is for adults. And if it is, are you serious? Like, I struggle to know what type of adult is gonna buy this My Little Pony. I love My Little Pony, don't get it twisted. My daughter has My Little Pony dresses. We watch Equestria Girls all the time. Every single one of them. we love My Little Pony in this house right here, okay? But there's no way in hell I'm gonna buy a collection like that. For what? Maybe the glosses. The glosses kind of look interesting, not for the packaging, just for the actual fact that they're kind of like shimmery, gorgeous colors, glosses. But then again, it would all depend on the price point, because I'm not paying a ridiculous amount of money to have kiddie makeup. It's just not happening. So I'm really confused as to who this collection is marketed towards, but I digress. Okay, so before we move on to stuff that I cannot wait to purchase, I just want to talk about Colourpop going into Sephora. Like, can we have a little conversation, girl? Because I can't be the only one feeling salty about this. You haven't even taken the time to try and strike up, well, maybe you have, I don't know how it went, but you haven't, in my opinion, you haven't taken the time to strike up a deal with Beauty Bay, so us beauties over here in the UK can get our Colourpop nice and easy, customs free, delivery free, you know? Instead, you're working on going into store so the US citizens can get their makeup even easier. Like, they've been around long enough that they should have had a contract with Beauty Bay by now. Like, to be honest, it's a bit ridiculous. It took forever to get international shipping over here, and now that it's over here, it's like, okay, great, but what about the customs? Like, we don't want to be paying customs on every single product we ship to our house. Plus, Colourpop has the audacity to be releasing products every week like this, knowing full well we can't get it like that. So I placed an order, for example, I placed an order for the Karuchi collection, yeah? The next day they released their concealers. What can I do? Because I'm not shipping 2 packages and paying customs twice. honestly, I feel a bit salty. Like, Colourpop's there working, yeah, we're going in store so you Americans can swatch the stuff, you can buy it and go home same day, blah 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 blah. But us here in the UK are just struggling. I'm being so extra in this video. Come on, Colourpop, man, just go on Beauty Bay. Like, just go on Beauty Bay so we can squash all the beef we have between us. Now, stuff that I want to buy. First of all, who has heard that the Jacqueline Hill palette is coming to Beauty Bay? I could cry right now. I think Jacqueline watched my video, you know. Slyly think, no, I'm joking. Of course, Beauty Bay said from the beginning that they were going to work on getting the palette over here, so well done, Beauty Bay. Woo! I am very proud of you. You worked very hard. We are getting the Jacqueline palette in the UK, and if I miss this launch, I'm quitting YouTube. I'm done. I'm finished. If I miss this launch, because they haven't given an official date, time, nothing. All we know is it's going to be £37. I see people complaining about the price. I know it's a lot of money, but at the end of the day, think about how much you would pay if Beauty Bay wasn't stocking it. It was ridiculous. It was near £100 to get it over here, then customs and whatever. So I would say thank and appreciate Beauty Bay, because honestly, I wanted that Jacqueline palette so bad that I bought the fake, did a review on the fake, and the whole video I spent saying, please Jacqueline, bring it to Beauty Bay. Please Jacqueline, bring it to Beauty Bay. So yeah, she's bringing it to Beauty Bay. I will be buying that. As soon as you guys know the date, please DM me, comment, please let me know. Don't let me miss this, because I will not be happy. So another palette I really want to buy is this, I'm gonna insert the picture, Beauty Rust palette by Coloured Rain. This is what I mean about women of colour, because I'm pretty sure Coloured Rain is a women of colour made brand. Do you see how these shades are richly pigmented in colour? They will easily show up on my skin tone. I have no issues. There's no ash in this palette at all. Granted, I think it's a bit small. I mean, come on, it's got 6 shades in it, and it better not be no extortionate price. I know Coloured Rain is a little bit expensive, but just please don't extort me, Coloured Rain. The colours look absolutely beautiful. I believe it is 5 mattes and 1 shimmer. The shimmer looks gorgeous. I mean, the whole palette just looks beautiful. I would definitely buy this. I'm not a fan of small palettes. I tend to not reach for them at all. That's why that's the only thing I'm kind of like, it all depends on the price tag. It all depends on the price tag, but the colours look beautiful, so well done, Coloured Rain. Okay, so the next palette I want to invest in or spend my money on is the OPV Beauty Amaya palette. So this is a homage palette, like pay homage to the country Nigeria. I believe Amaya is like a goddess in their culture. I'm not going to say too much because I'm not quite sure on Nigerian culture. I am Caribbean myself, Grenada, whoop whoop. But of course I still have love for my African sisters. So I am loving the colours in this palette. You've got green, gold, copper, rose gold, blue, red. I mean, every single color is to die for in this palette. It honestly reminds me of Juvia's Place palettes. And what caught my eye about the Juvia's Place palettes is, of course, the shade selection is amazing for women of color. Every single color will show up vibrant, pigmented on your skin tone, and it's exactly the same with this palette right here. I feel like every single color will just do my skin tone justice. There's no ash in this palette at all. Even the lightest shade called Mau, gorgeous, or a peachy coral orangey shade that will show up beautifully in my transition crease area. So I honestly want to get this palette. I think I will do a review for it on my channel once I do. It's not even too expensive. It's like 29, maybe 28, something around that price tag. Okay, so there's 2 more things I want to grab, but I don't even know what they are, but I am here for it. I want to buy it. I'm throwing my money at these people. So first of all, Rae. It's my Rae Rae from YouTube. I've been following her for many years now, like when she used to live back in her old house before she even hit 1 million. Like, I used to follow her ages ago when she used to be super funny. She's still cool now, but she's not as bubbly, but some people change, it's fine. I still love her, but I will be buying whatever she's coming out with. It seems like she's collaborating with someone, and she said it's a whole collection, not just one thing. Of course, depending on what the brand is, if it's available to me in the UK, what's the shipping like, all of these things come into play when I buy something, of course. But I bought her Colourpop collection that she came out with the liquid lipstick and the lip liner and the lippy stick. I bought all of that because I absolutely love Rae. Me and Tem did a joint order. I absolutely love Rae, so whatever she's doing I will support as long as I can. Like, the shipping's not too crazy and everything, I will support. So I love her. And then next we have MAC x Aaliyah. Girl, you know we are all over this. We are all over it. I mean, who else lost their when they heard that MAC was collaborating with Aaliyah? I love that they did the Selena collaboration, but I personally, especially living here in the UK and not being, you know, Latina, I had no idea who Selena was. Of course, once she did once MAC did the collaboration, I of course looked into her story and stuff, and it is very, very sad, of course. Just like Aaliyah, talented woman cut down in the prime of her life, basically. So respect to Selena, but I honestly didn't buy anything from that collection because I didn't know who she was prior to that. But Aaliyah, listen, MAC better not let me down with this collection. They better not let me down, and I'm talking shade selection. Please don't throw too much into the collection that it feels like you're just trying to grab my money. Please don't do that, MAC. I have high hopes for this collection just for the fact that it has Aaliyah's name on it. Like, I am here for it. I am here for it, all the way here for it. It's already in my basket. Although they said it won't be out until summer 2018, we've literally got a whole year to wait, but I'm here for it. Well done, MAC. So that is it for this video, girlies. I have been talking, my camera is about to overheat again in 20 seconds, so let me wrap this video up. I hope you liked this video. It was something different coming from me. I don't usually put my opinions out there like this, but trust me, this is what I'm thinking when I'm scrolling on the gram. So I hope you enjoyed this video. 10 seconds. Okay, give it a like, thumbs up, make sure you subscribe. See you later. Bye.